everyone, Joshua Myers here, and welcome back to the Graveyard Shift Podcast. Today we're on episode 6. It is right now Tuesday, January 11th of 2022, and the time is 3:02 a.m. Yes, it is that late in the morning today. I don't know, I was just bored. I thought maybe I would record another podcast episode, and today I'm going to be discussing the topic of, will Halloween Ends be the last Halloween film? As we all know, Halloween Ends is supposed to come out on October 14th, 2022 this year. Hopefully, if the pandemic or whatever doesn't delay it again. Halloween Ends was meant to come out last year, October of last year, and Halloween Kills was meant to come out October 2020. If things have gone normal and everything, we would have had Halloween Ends by now. This was one of those situations where life basically kicked us in the balls. So my honest thoughts on whether or not Halloween Ends will be the final Halloween film. Now, we all know that Halloween Ends is going to be the last film of this new timeline. So basically, the timeline, this new timeline, this reboot timeline, like requel timeline, whatever you want to call it, which started with the original Halloween all the way back from 1978, and then picked up with Halloween 2018. Man, I wish they could just get that film a different title so that we could just stop calling it Halloween 2018. And then Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. This is a brand new timeline. I did a video on this channel discussing the Halloween franchise and why the fuck there's so many timelines in that. If you guys seen that video, you know my thoughts, but for those who haven't, I'll put that video in the description box below so you guys can check it out and see my thoughts on why and how there's so many different timelines in this franchise. Again, let me get a runner-up on the timeline. So basically, the first timeline is what's known as the Thorn timeline. So it basically starts with the original Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, 5, and 6. And then basically you got the sister timeline, and some people call it, and that's Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween H2O, and Halloween Resurrection. Then you got the two Rob Zombie reboots, so the reboot timeline, as I call it. You also got now, again, this new reboot timeline, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. And of course, there's Halloween Free Season which is just by itself. And there's multiple ways you could look at this franchise in regards to timelines. I mean, you could watch the original and then just say it ended there. You know, it was just a one-off, none of the sequels matter. Or you could watch that and Halloween 2 and none of the sequels matter, and so on and so forth. You know? It's just a convoluted mess. And I talk about said convoluted mess in that video. So do yourselves a favor and check that video out. I think you guys would really dig it. Now, back to the question. Will Halloween Ends be the last Halloween film ever? Will this be it? Will we not see Michael Myers ever again on the big screen? The answer is no. It will not be the last Halloween film. I do think it will be the last movie of this new timeline, unless if David Gordon Green and Danny McBride pull the rug out from under us and be like, psych, we're making another one. But I have a feeling this will be the last film of this new timeline. But in regards to actually ending the franchise, you know, no more Halloween films, no more Michael Myers, of course not. It's not going to happen. Michael Myers and the Halloween franchise makes way too much money, actually. In fact, if you look at the box office for Halloween 2018, so Halloween 2018 made about close to $1 billion in the box office opening weekend, which was a first for any horror film, and definitely a first for any slasher movie. And while Halloween Kills did not make it as much money, I feel like, as Halloween 2018, a lot of that has to do with the pandemic and everything, but it did make a shit ton of money. It made about close to $92 million just in the United States during opening weekend, and $132 million worldwide. Both these new Halloween films has made a lot of money, and I have a good feeling that Halloween Ends is going to make a lot of money, especially if theaters get back to normal and everything, which we're starting to. I feel like if that's the case, Halloween Ends may make even more money than Halloween Kills did, even make more money than Halloween 2018, for all I know, considering a lot of people saying it's going, like, they're advertising it as the last Halloween film. And that, I mean, just look at films like Saw 3D, The Final Chapter. Like, that film made a lot of money, in fact, even more than its predecessor, Saw 6. Some of that has to do with the 3D ticket prices, but it did make a lot more than Saw 6. And we all know Saw 3D is not very good, actually. In fact, for me, like, most people would probably put it as their least Saw movie. For me, it's my second least favorite Saw movie, but a lot of people went to go see it, and that's because they felt like, oh, this is going to be the last Saw movie. We need to go watch it. And I'm like, yeah, that didn't end up being the case, because then we got Jigsaw and Spiral. And apparently we got a new Saw film that's in the development right now. I don't think Halloween Ends is going to be the last Halloween movie, or even a movie with Michael Myers. I feel like what they will probably do is start off with a new timeline. Again, if David Gordon Green and Danny McBride doesn't pull the rug out from under us and was like, psych, we're going to make another film in this new timeline. I could see them doing another Halloween film as a part of a different timeline, maybe giving it off to different directors and writers, and even a different actor to portray Michael Myers than James Drew Courtney. Which, by the way, Blumhouse, if you do make more Halloween films, even as a different timeline, just hit me up in regards to playing Michael Myers, and hit me up in regards of maybe being a future director, because I do definitely got some ideas on what should be done after Halloween Ends. Honestly, where I think the next best bet to go with for a new Halloween film and a new timeline is, and I do know one or some of the producers over at Blumhouse are actually interested in this idea, and I'm like, just go for it. And that is to basically do a timeline that picks up after Halloween 4. Yes, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Bring back Danielle Harris as Jamie Lloyd, which I know she's been trying to get back as that character ever since, I think, after Halloween 5. She tried to get back in The Curse of Michael Myers. Things didn't happen. I'll discuss what happened in my review of The Curse of Michael Myers whenever I get that posted. Like, it was just a whole ordeal. She did come back for the two Rob Zombie remakes, all as a different character as Annie Brackett, but I feel like she's just had this craving to be back in the Halloween franchise some way, somehow. Like, this would be a great opportunity to basically start anew again, and maybe even fix problems of the original, run of the franchise. So, as you guys will see, I do not, like in my review, I'll give spoilers, I do not like Halloween 5 or Halloween 6 or The Curse of Michael Myers or whatever you want to call it. Do you not like those movies at all? I love Halloween 4. I felt like both those sequels just basically did everything they could to spit in the face of everything that was great about Halloween 4. So I feel like if they were to do this, basically ignore Halloween 5 and 6, and this will technically be the new Halloween 5 in a sense. Pick up years later, have there be an adult Jamie Lloyd, played by Danielle Harris once again, and just kind of go off from there. And hopefully it'll fix some stuff, it'll honor the legacy of Halloween 4, also honor the legacy of Danielle Harris and her character of Jamie Lloyd, because I felt like, again, Halloween 5 and 6 did everything it could to spit in the face of the legacy of not only Halloween 4, but also the character of Jamie Lloyd and actress Danielle Harris. Just go off of that. I know there's some people talking about potentially bringing back Josh Hartnett as John Tate from the H2O timeline, maybe doing a film series with him as that character again. And I don't know, I haven't heard Josh Hartnett being like, oh, I so want to go back as that character, Whereas I heard a lot of that from Danielle Harris, so I think you would have more of a chance of a new Jamie Lloyd trilogy with Danielle Harris in the role. I think you guys will have a more lucky shot at that happening if Blumhouse convinces Josh Hartnett enough, but I don't think it's nearly as likely to happen as Danielle Harris coming back in a new timeline involving the character of Jamie Lloyd. I think that's more likely to happen out the two. So, and a lot of that is Danielle Harris's drive to be back in this franchise. I think this video is going on long enough, so basically to answer your question, do I think Halloween Ends will be the last Halloween film? Like I said, hell no. It will not be the last Halloween film. Don't expect it to be the last Halloween film, because that franchise and the character Michael Myers makes studios way too much money, especially with these recent Halloween films. And I'm sure with Halloween Ends, like, this would be one of the highest grossing horror movie franchises, and definitely one of the highest grossing slasher movies. Just expect there to be more Halloween films. What direction it'll take, I do not know. I do think a safe bet would be that, to do a new Jamie Lloyd trilogy with Danielle Harris in the role of Jamie Lloyd. And yeah, also too, if you're craving for some Halloween and want to see a bit of new Michael Myers material, go over to my main channel, Blood Moon Productions. I did upload a trailer for my upcoming Halloween short fan film, Halloween the Kills of Michael Myers, which is going to be a sequel to my most successful short film in general over on my main channel, Halloween the Shape of Michael Myers, which I released that and filmed that in 2019. So I hope you guys end up liking the short film when it comes out and everything, and maybe it might be as successful, if not more so, than the last short film. So that's it for this episode of the Graveyard Shift Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to give this video a like and comment down below what do you think. Do you think this will be the last Halloween film, or do you agree with me in that it will not be, because Michael Myers, just even the character Michael Myers, is a money-making machine, especially as of lately. Also too, if you're new to the channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. It will help out this channel a lot. This is still a new channel, not many subscribers, but every new subscriber I get, it will actually help out the channel and actually kind of, you know, motivate me to do more videos on this channel and that, to help grow this channel. So therefore, you guys could get more content that you guys love. Like, just do anything to help this channel, really, and have it succeed. And thank you guys for watching. And remember, everyone's entitled to one good scare.